Welcome back to the NoPop Podcast. Thank you for joining us. We just finished Backlash 2025, and it was a fantastic show. Some of the discussion about the show is that it had a terrible match card, and I didn't see it at the time, and I certainly don't see it now. We really enjoyed it. When you say, Bev?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. If this is your first time joining us, thank you very much for watching. Stick around because we cover SmackDown and Raw every single week in length. Thank you. Let's get into this. So, like we said in our short little review we put up, the show just gets straight into it, man. No promos, no segments, anything of the like. It was the fatal four-way for the United States Championship. LA Knight comes out, Drew comes out, Damian comes out, and finally the champion, Jacob Fatu, comes out. And these four men just absolutely cooked, didn't they?
We knew this was going to be the best.
We knew it was.
I honestly, this was so much fun.
Would you say it was the best match?
I think it was the best match.
I'd agree with you.
There's just so many heavy hitters competing for what? The mid-card title, US Championship.
It doesn't feel like it, does it now?
Oh God,
Not
now.
now.
This feels like this should have been for the heavyweight championship.
It does. Imagine if it was. They really did all that for the United States. You know what I mean? It's fantastic. Good for them. And the title stays on Jacob Fatu. Definitely the right choice.
Everyone got a bit of shine in this
Everyone
match,
did.
Dude.
I mean, LA Knight was on a
incredible,
tear.
Yeah.
He was on an absolute tear in the opening. Everyone had a neck breaker. There was no necks left. Everyone had one. Then Drew McIntyre gets a bit of a spree. Damian does as well. LA Knight and Damian work together to take out Jacob Fatu. And then eventually Jacob just
starts cleaning house.
He does what Jacob does, doesn't he? He starts cleaning house. There was a point when LA Knight really did have it won, didn't he?
He did.
He had Jacob on the table, ready to hit a elbow drop from the turnbuckle to the table. It's almost a shame we didn't get that spot, but you know,
I didn't believe it was going to happen.
You didn't.
I was in disbelief. If that actually happened, I would have went fucking mental.
I know you would have. And I mean, if that had happened, LA Knight would have won. You can't have Jacob.
You can't.
No, I'm kicking out of a BFT. That's one thing, but kicking out of that, different story, dude. So we have Solo Sikoa showing up, which a lot of it is what it is. He was gonna
new bloodline.
The new bloodline again. God, how many fucking iterations?
They're all part of the same bloodline.
They all are, aren't they? I don't know.
He's got no one left. Tama, Loa, Tanga, they're all injured. So
they're all injured.
Bronson's injured.
Bronson Reed's injured. Yeah, and don't worry, because there's new blood in the game now. We get the appearance, I won't say debut, of Jeffrey Cobb, who I'm not. We are entirely in the dark.
I haven't got a clue who this brother is.
I'm sorry, never heard of this man in our lives.
He's 42.
He's 42. Obviously, we've got a bit of a stat board up on him now. New Japan. He's known for his time at New Japan Pro Wrestling, Ring of Honor champion as well. He's done a lot.
Hawaiian.
He's Hawaiian, yeah, so he probably knows The Rock. There you go.
He's got connections, that's why he's here.
Yeah.
Do you think it's because they bought AAA and he's coming from AAA?
Is he coming from AAA?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. Who's the other Samoan that we've been talking about? Zilla?
That's Zilla Fatu, bro.
People not talking about him debuting for ages.
When is
I
he
thought they
come?
had him.
No, they don't have Zilla Fatu.
Oh, never mind then. Well, Jeffrey Cobb is. I don't know if he's going to stay or if he has to. And it was very tense, wasn't it? Jacob Fatu didn't want the help. He was staring down everyone. I mean, he would have lost.
He was losing. He was about to lose.
But maybe Jacob was like, if I lose, I lose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Solo's like, no, you got to win. I don't know. Maybe he thought he had it handled. I'm not sure. Maybe it makes him look weak. Maybe that's what he thinks. But Jeffrey Cobb, Solo pulls him off the table, and Jeffrey Cobb just annihilates LA Knight. Body splashes him into the post, dude. Actually just throwing himself like a projectile. He looks like what Jacob Fatu looked like when he showed up. You know what I mean?
Some crazy ass
Samoan, big ass Samoan guy, ready to come tear shit up. How many more do we? You know what I mean? Like, Jesus Christ.
When does it end?
Like, is there going to be another big, bulky, mental Samoan?
I know, and Bronson Reed's just out of the picture right now.
Yeah, so. I don't know. It's like, what, 25% of their population are fucking wrestlers? Like, it's crazy. Welcome in, dude. Let's see what he's got.
Yeah, let's see if he can put on some bangers or he's going to be like lower.
Yeah, God. I mean, the last time a Simone debuted, it was Jacob Fatu, bro, and he absolutely cooked. So
and look at him now.
And we love him. He's one of our favorites.
Yeah, that kid's gonna main event 5, mate.
He will. He really will. And now he's got a nice defense under his belt as United States champion. Let's see where this goes. It was definitely the right choice not to take titles off anyone tonight. I don't think they should have. The only one, which we're about to get into now, that you could have taken off anyone is Lyra and Becky. But one more note on the United States Championship match. Damien and Drew go and take each other out. You get a South of Heaven through 2 tables. And they were laid out. We knew they weren't coming back to win the match. So it was just between LA and Jacob Fatu. I already know your answer. What do you think of this not being over between Damien and Drew?
Shoot me.
Shoot me.
Dead. I've had enough of it.
It sucks, doesn't it?
The storyline, years in the making. No one cares.
Mm-mm.
No one asked for this. Please. Papa H.
Papa H, please.
Just stop it. I don't want any more Drew and Damien. Let Drew do something else.
You got to eat your vegetables.
No! Please. It's god-awful. That's what it is.
It is god-awful. And I don't know, man. Mania should settle shit, and it didn't. And now we're back. We're still going with this. They'll have a match on fucking SmackDown, I guess. I don't know.
They'll just have bullshit. Saturday night.
Bullshit.
Oh, and Logan Paul is having a match against Jey Uso at Saturday night.
That's going to be good. 2 defenses for Jey in such a short time.
Well done.
He might be cooking. He's
taking a note out of Seth's
book. Yeah, he certainly
that absolute workhorse.
He is. But moving on to maybe what I would say was the best match of the night. If you're not going to talk about the Fatal 4-Way, is Lyra and Becky. This was an absolute 5-star classic. This was
really
incredible. Good. Becky looked great. Lyra looked great as well. And you go and watch this if you haven't seen it. There's too many spots to record.
They had a lot of time on this match.
It was a long match. How long would you say? Like 15 minutes or something?
Good bit, like 20, I'd say.
Absolute workhorses. And, Becky was trying to cheat during the match, pulling off the turnbuckle, which cost Lyra, didn't it?
Yeah, what a piece of shit.
Honestly, yeah. I didn't know if she was going to cheat because her whole thing as being a heel is she thinks she's the best. Maybe she didn't need to cheat, but she tried it. She put thumb in the eye as well of Lyra. They said she broke her nose.
Yeah.
Damn, that's hard.
And she was fucking sweating. She looked exhausted.
Both women did.
At the end of this match.
They were both pink with fucking exhaustion. Becky dragging Lyra to the barricade as well. Her boyfriend or husband was in the front row, pulling her head up to it. Is this your girl or whatever? Jesus, Becky, really getting that heel
Becky,
shit.
You piece of shit.
You piece of shit. And damn, Lyra kicked out of 3 manhandle slams as well, which super Lyra. She actually just showing levels here. And what I like about this most is that Becky lost by a roll up and then started beating the shit out of Lyra.
You could tell it just doesn't feel over.
It's not over, and it shouldn't be.
And you know what? You're right. I don't want it to be over.
I don't want it to be over.
I had so much fun with this match.
Yep. If it's over now in this one match, then Becky turned heel for a week and it can go home again. Yeah. You know what I mean? We need to
don't you worry, Becky versus Bayley.
Yes, that's the end game, isn't it? Do you think we can carry that till SummerSlam?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the payoff, isn't it?
100.
Get Becky back for SummerSlam. And this might be a star-making moment for Lyra. She was so over tonight. The crowd was going crazy for her. They got the woos right for the most part. And yeah, I think, I don't know, Becky could hold this championship at one point and Bayley takes it off her maybe. But I'm glad it wasn't tonight. Lyra did show levels. It was fantastic. And she didn't get away clean either. It looked like it was taxing on her to beat the man. Fantastic match. And then we go back to back with IC Championship matches. We get Dominic Mysterio versus Penta. Yeah, really enjoyed this as well, but probably least of the matches.
I think that was probably the weakest match of the card.
And it was still good.
But it was very entertaining.
And I think it was because low-key, it kind of felt like a Monday Night Raw match. We did have this on Monday Night Raw.
You know what it is? It's because he came out with the Judgment Day, and every time you see the Judgment Day, you're just thinking, oh my God,
Raw.
Get off the screen.
And it did happen. They interfered. And it did just feel like a Raw match. We did have this match not long ago.
A lot of bullshit.
A lot of bullshit. But ultimately, Dominic Mysterio
looked very good.
He did.
He looked incredible. It's like they're like, the crowd loves you, kid. you can actually wrestle.
You can actually wrestle now.
It's like
On
they've been
guard.
holding his moveset back or told him, maybe not show off too much.
Yeah.
But he looked incredible.
And now he can. He is a Mysterio after all because, wow, he was incredible. The fans love him. We love him. But they also love Penta as well. And it almost makes you wonder, why interfere if Dominic, like, he was cooking?
He was cooking.
It makes the Judgment Day seem a bit redundant. We had this spot as well. They are going somewhere with this. I know we don't like the Judgment Day and everything that they touch is boring as hell. They are going somewhere with this. JD McDonough had Penta held at ringside and Finn Balor was ready to beat him down for Dominic. And he went, wait, I'll go get a chair. So he turns around, comes back. It took too long. The ref catches him. So he basically bottled an opportunity to lay into Penta a bit. Dominic won anyway. But it's like there was a reason it had to be Finn that screwed up there.
Yeah, they are trying to.
Something.
They're sowing seeds.
They are. And I guess it'll eventually be Finn and Dom. My only worry is you can't go turn Finn babyface because people love Dom so much.
You can always do heel versus heel.
Heel versus heel. Yeah, I really just want him to be out the Judgment Day. And if you're in a room with JD and Carly and you're the dumbest guy, bro, you've got something wrong with you. Finn looked like an absolute moron out there. And ultimately, it doesn't matter. And when they're celebrating on the ring, on the stage rather, Finn is mean mugging Dom just a little bit. It's subtle, isn't it? It's very subtle.
Very subtle.
But it's a long-term story. It'll probably be Mania 45 that this fucking pays
Before
off.
we get that payoff.
Penta looked good as well. Dominic gets the win with a frog splash, I believe.
Very
Looked
fun
really
match
good.
between these two luchadors.
Yeah, absolutely. And the third luchador on the outside was El Grande Americano.
Oh, yeah, he came in.
I don't know what allegiance he has to the
He
Judgment
just
Day.
hates luchadors.
He does.
He loves to see him lose.
It's like if you wear a mask, you're on notice, bro. You better look out.
Why is he here?
Why is he here? He headbutted Penta as well with the loaded mask and ducks to the just below the ring. Yeah, fun. Enjoyed it. Dominic Mysterio looks like an absolute stud out there. Fantastic. Also hits the Oblivion that Liv Morgan hits. That was awesome. Then I popped so hard when this match was coming. I forgot about it. Gunther and Pat McAfee. What a match. Like it wasn't a wrestling masterclass.
No.
It was dramatic. It was fun. It was a chop fest.
It was a very story heavy match.
Absolutely, yeah.
And it wasn't really much of a match. It was a fight.
It was a fight, and I think that's just fine because it's what these two men needed, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pat getting in there, trying to get some offense on
God,
Gunther.
it really felt hopeless rooting for Pat. Because every time he'd get a little bit of offense, you thought he started cooking, Gunther would just chop him.
He did.
Or just
to the
fuck him
ground.
up with some bullshit. It was upsetting to watch.
But it was perfect. They had Pat be so extinguished during the match by Gunther that when he did pop off, the crowd got so hot for it. And they were up on their feet when he'd get a roll up. And it just had a big fight feel. It really did. And I loved this match. And it's such a attraction to see Pat in the ring because it's like so rare. And obviously we see him on commentary every week. And it wasn't what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
I thought Pat was going to be a bloody mess. He's not going to be here next week on commentary. He's gone for a bit. But it wasn't that. Gunther showed respect at the end even. We also had some interference from Michael Cole. Michael Cole gets in the ring even, which is very brave. And Gunther gets him in the powerbomb position, which I think surely would have killed Michael Cole had he had landed it. But he doesn't. Pat McAfee, with his NFL kicking experience, kicks him in the head, gets a nice pump kick, nice super kick as well during the match. He saves Michael Cole, and they do a little tag team fucking maneuver here. Pat and Michael Cole rival in Fraxium.
Frail old man.
The frail old man. Gunther suplexes Pat from the apron, I believe, and Michael Cole holds Gunther's leg, so it allows Pat to have the leverage to land the suplex on top of him and get the cover. Fantastic. Michael Cole, he's seen his fair share of matches. He knows. It wasn't enough, though. Gunther manages to get the kick out, chop the shit out of Pat, puts him in the sleeper hold, and Pat was all shades of red and purple. It was actually almost disgusting. You could see the blood in his body
just slowly
drain down. It started in his head, then went to his shoulders, then started going all the way down. Holy shit. Fantastic. Really enjoyed this. So fun. Gunther gets the sleeper on Pat. Pat was in it for so long. He needs oxygen after that match, dude.
Yeah.
He was in that for a while.
He should have just tapped or given up.
Yeah, I thought he was going to pass out.
Just let him pin him.
Yeah, he hulked out of it, didn't he, at one point, like Sammy. Just to go back in. And I also want to talk about the spot. It would be overlooked, but me and Bev loved it so much. You know when he's in the sleeper, Pat puts his hands on the ropes, Gunther slaps him straight into the German, slaps his hands down. Yeah. That was so clean. Gunther does look like a force to be reckoned with. Pat looks great as well because he had the balls to get in the ring with him. And the entire time Michael Cole's on commentary pleading for Gunther to stop, just pin him. Really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. And then we move on to the main event. And yeah, this was like aura.
No expectations.
No. And maybe that's why we enjoyed it so much. But we didn't have any expectations.
The last time is now.
The last time is now. And this is the last time that John Cena and Randy Orton will share the ring, so they tell us. They also told us that John and Rock would be once in a lifetime. It happened 3 times. Irrelevant. But who knows? They might circle back. I don't know. But this was incredible. It was a finisher fest. It wasn't a mat wrestling masterclass. There was probably 2 moves other than an RKO and an AA. Everything else was attacks, uppercuts. We had the spike DDT. They were hitting all the stops. John Cena finally maybe heard that people didn't like his main event so much with this fucking anti-wrestling bullshit.
God, it was so bad.
It was, but this wasn't that. Dude, I'd swap him. I really would. I'd have to swap him. Something like that. Have this on the main event would be so much better.
Would have been. Yeah.
It would have been. This was fantastic. During the back end of the match, Randy setting up the punt kick, which would surely end the match. You have to. You got to protect the shit out of that. And R-Truth jumps in and starts begging John Cena not to do it.
Not my childhood hero.
Not my childhood hero, please. And that cost Randy the match. And he RKOs R-Truth. He also RKOs 5 backstage staff, including Nick Aldis as well. He's going to have to pay a hefty fine.
God, that was so fun to watch.
So fun.
Fuck that piece of shit, Nick.
Bro, there must have been at least 10 RKOs tonight.
Yeah. And
about 8 attitude adjustments. A few of them done by Randy as well. 1 through the announce table, 1 through a regular table. John did hit an AA that Randy countered midway into an RKO. It was fantastic. And honestly, man, probably one of their best encounters. This was good. Really good. Really enjoyed this. And I like the note from Michael on commentary as well. John Cena jumps on Randy's back with a sleeper hold. And it was Wade actually that says it. And Wade Barrett says, there was a time that if John Cena did that to Randy Orton, Randy would have collapsed under the weight of John. But not anymore. It truly shows that these men have been around for so long. And they're so different now. And they've grown and changed. And they're still circling back to each other. Yeah. It just adds to the story. The crowd were electric. St. Louis that, loved Randy.
Randy Orton is fucking swole.
He is swole.
He is so jacked. It's unbelievable how much meat he has on his tree trunk legs, bro.
His tree trunk.
Holy crap.
280 pounds of pure
just
muscle.
Lean muscle, yeah.
Yeah. He makes John look small. He does. How crazy is that?
And John's fucking jacked.
He is. And it used to be the other way around. Randy used to look like a little lean guy next to John.
Little boy doing.
A little boy, yeah. Fun match. Really just fun. Really good. We were popping. If you want to see our live reactions to it, check out our TikTok or some on the YouTube Shorts as well. And also check out the short video that we did on it. Yeah. We need to get some sort of grading scale for our podcast. We're doing every show. But for now, all I can say is that I really enjoyed this show. I really did. Bev, what did you make of it, dude?
I'd love it. I loved it.
I loved it. And not too many matches, no segments, no filler.
Yeah, it didn't feel too long. It was
no.
Like 2-hour show.
Yeah, 2-hour show. And we also had John cutting a promo at the end with his Boston accent. I love that. I love that more than the shit he's been doing.
Yeah.
I would, and I did. So suck on that, bro. I did love it. So much better than his usual shit. You can admit that, though.
Yeah,
even
just
a slight upset
that he's been giving us. No, you guys don't like this anymore.
Yeah, it's harder, isn't it? It's colder when he slips into the Boston accent. He hits a low blow on Randy, dings him with the championship. 1, 2, 3. That's all she wrote. Fantastic match. I recommend strongly that you go and watch it. The last time is now, but we'll be here long after John goes. Thank you very much for watching. Tune in for more regular content. Hope you enjoyed.
NoPop.
NoPop.